So before we get started making a quarter into a ring, you're going to need these materials. Is a dial caliper digital, a mandrel, a fine tip Sharpie, a nylon hammer. I like using PVC pipe. Some people just like using this, but we'll get to that later. And then a mallet, your punch and die set, your quarter obviously, and a blowtorch. Okay, so in order to find the center of the coin, what you're going to do is take your dial caliper, put it into millimeters, measure the outside, 24.2, yeah, and you're going to write down on your piece of paper, 24.2. Then you're going to subtract it by the width of the punch, so it's 11.25. You're gonna get that answer, put it in a calculator, and then divide it by 2, and you're gonna get a number. So now that you got that number, you're gonna I got my number to 6.47, so you're gonna get about, you're gonna want to put it in 6.4ish, and that's going to be the way you're gonna mark your coin. So you're gonna get a fine tip Sharpie, and you're just gonna line it up the quarter like that and mark it, and just keep on going around and around and around and around until you get it done. So once you have the center, I kind of just guesstimated it just for filming the video. You're going to take your punch set and your punch, and you're going to take your paper. I put this underneath so it doesn't slide around, but you put your paper in, your coin in, and line it up as pretty straight as possible. Might take a while. There we go. You want to go till you see no red in the center, and then you're going to take this and hit it with a heavy hammer. So I have a pretty heavy hammer, and I'm going to smash it till I hear it go through the coin. Then you're going to take your two wood pieces, kind of line them like a V, and put that punch there. Get a heavy hitting object and try to get it through. So once it's kind of like all the way through like that, you don't want to hit the nylon. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a screwdriver and put it on top and hit it with the hammer. So once you have your hole cut out, you're going to put it on a pair of pliers. You're going to get your blowtorch. You see how it has that red glow? Then you know. So you're gonna want to get this really dry because you don't want it slipping in your hands. But just dry it off a paper towel or something. Rub it pretty good. So what annealing does, it makes kind of the metal weak and makes it more malleable. And you see how it doesn't really fit on the mandrel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the quarter on a piece of wood and take this and hit the end of it till it drives it down into it. Other people use dabbing blocks, but I don't really have one, so I'm gonna just use a piece of wood. So kind of like once you've hit it enough like this, the coin's gonna now mushroom around the mandrel, and that allows you to put like a PVC pipe and hit the PVC pipe at the top, and it'll work its way down to whatever size you want. For the customer, I think it's about a 9, or well, I know it's a 9. Or a lot of people take a nylon hammer and they'll just hit it like this. I kind of find it best to do half and half. I'll start it out with this just to get it down so it won't slip, the nylon hammer, and then I'll start pounding it with a nylon hammer. The reason why we use a nylon hammer is because if you're using a regular hammer, it would leave marks and it would bend the metal, and this way you won't leave marks, but yet it'll still fold over. So you're gonna take the PVC pipe like this, kind of, and then you're gonna hit it down. Make sure to line it up with the quarter. You should be able to see the quarter through. And make sure you just don't go too far with the PVC pipe. So after a couple hits, it's moved down to about a size 3. And you can either keep on doing that for bigger rings, but this customer has kind of a small finger, so I might hit it a couple more times with the PVC pipe till it gets around size 5 or so, and then I'm going to hit it with the nylon hammer. So kind of like, I think I got it down to a, what is this? Sorry, it's kind of rusted. Size 7. So what I kind of do is just go like this. Just keep on going around till it flattens down. So if you want the front stretched, so we're hitting it this way, it's good to actually go this way and put the PVC pipe and hammer it down if you wanted to get a bigger size. But like, you see how it has this lip? You want to get it so it's pretty close to the mandrel, so I'm just going to hit it like this. So once you hammered it and it's pretty close to the mandrel, I'm going to hit it off and then kind of sand down there. So you have your sandpaper and you take your ring and you're going to kind of like move it around to get get all those kind of sharp edges and all that stuff. Kind of sand it down. This might take a while, but another neat trick to like sand down the edges is you take a drill bit, you cover it with painter's tape, and you can kind of snug on the ring, and you're gonna put it on forward, and you're gonna take it, wrap your sandpaper. So it'll sand down the outer lip, so it's not like protruding as much as usual. So once you have your ring, there's this thing called jeweler scale, and that's from heating it up, and kind of creates it to become kind of dark. So what I do to highlight the words and the drawings on the coin ring is you just run it over with really fine sandpaper, and you'll see it will highlight all like the 2006 Nevada, the cactus on it, and the, what is it, 1864, and the sun rays. It's pretty cool. So don't do it too much or it'll take off a lot of the metal, and you don't really want to do that. But yeah, and then a lot of people like it this way, but some people, you can take a Dremel and get a it's kind of like a steel wool attachment, and you can run along it and it becomes really shiny, and you can put like a clear coat on it, and you can stay shiny. But this is kind of like the oxidized version, a little bit more rugged and rough. So there you go. This is actually after a coat of silver polish. A lot of people put in liver sulfur to make it darker, but I just like it like how it is.